Hey everybody, it's Kathy and Mark from Cinemondo using our blue name tags.
Why?
I don't know
Why does it do that?
Okay, we're going off brand. We're going off brand for this episode.
I don't want it. Make it go. Now it's purple.
Purple.
Whoa.
Can we go
There.
Okay, there we go. Red. Okay.
And that's how we have special effects on this show.
We do. Right. And speaking of special effects, a new sci-fi series is coming to FX/Hulu on August 12th is the first episode. Right. Showrunner is Noah Hawley, which gets me excited because he's the showrunner behind all this Fargo, the series, which every year, I would say 4 out of the 5 years were amazing. And there was one maybe a little bit less than amazing.
What was the one that wasn't good? I don't think I even finished it. But the last one was great with John Hamm. Love that. Yes. And the first few were great. And they tied, especially with Kieran Culkin. He was so good at that one. So it's still a solid series. It's still like got a lot of going for it. And every year he has to kind of reinvent like a series around the world of Fargo, which is so great. Never get sick of it. I mean,
it's really
if you have not seen Fargo, you have to see
watch it. It's really
the first brothers brilliance.
Yeah, and the first series with Billy Bob Thornton is just is really superb. So and they all are. But this is his take on the Alien franchise, which is near and dear to our hearts. This takes place 2 years before the first film, so it's a prequel to all of the Alien stuff, which is kind of interesting.
Now I got a lot of requests for this one by one single person.
And
I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for you. Finally, I'm telling you, I'm getting you your Alien Earth.
Timothy Olyphant keeps texting us, and we said, "All right, enough."
Like Timothy, seriously, relax over there. But this one came out a few weeks ago. We're a little late on it, but we'll definitely be keeping up with it in case when they bring out another trailer, which is very likely. It's
because I can't wait. I'm going to watch this because
I know I'm very excited to see it. I don't know why we didn't do it before.
I know it's sort of slip through the cracks, but you're talking to two huge Alien fans. I've seen all the movies that matter. I've kind of skipped the Alien versus Predator stuff
a few times.
Yeah, but the other ones are really like Alien Romulus is really fun. And so let's take a look.
Prometheus that much? I don't know.
Prometheus was a dud. It's kind of universally scorned because the scientists are complete morons.
Idiots.
They do everything. They do everything wrong. But it's hard to blemish, the Alien because the first movie is so fantastic and lush in every way.
It was so groundbreaking at the time. So Ridley Scott. Okay, so let's take a look at Alien Earth. Okay, here we go.
Let's do it.
9, 8, 7, 6.
It's such a familiar world.
Yes.
4, 3, 2, 1.
How's our girl?
She's ready.
You're going to be the first person to transition from a human body to a synthetic.
Because I'm special.
That's right. You're very,
very special.
Very
interesting idea.
Yeah.
Special.
Hard to believe this is a series.
I know.
It's like a movie.
Yeah. I want what's on that ship.
We can do it. We're fast. We're strong. We don't break.
Oh.
It's like a zoo, but the animals got out.
This ship collected 5 different life forms from the darkest
Never a good idea.
Universe.
Yeah.
Monsters.
5 different kinds.
Whoa.
I like the musical cues from the first movie.
Yes.
This is my favorite.
Oh no.
Invasive species.
Invasive species. Let's get one.
Predatory.
Oh, there's Timothy.
Yeah.
We don't lock them down. It will be too late.
Oh. the tropes are so familiar, and for some odd reason, they're kind of comforting me. I love seeing it. I love it so much, and when I see it reinvented again and again, I'm just like it's like going home or something.
And they really made it look like the mother of the computer room. It looked exactly like it. I mean, it
kind of old school video like screens.
That's hard to pull that off because that movie was made in 1979. So how do you sort of bring the same, the same look, the same?
But not.
Yeah. So I thought it looked great. I mean, is this a movie or a TV series? It's a TV series. So obviously they're spending a lot of money on it. Interesting cast and familiar faces in there. And I just like the idea also of like a female, maybe a human that's maybe has some sort of physical ailment and maybe is terminal in some way. Hey, we can turn you into a synthetic and you can live like forever or whatever. It can live a longer life and you can help us, go after these monsters that for some reason you decided to bring back to Earth.
They never learn. And it's funny, everybody thinks they have it under control, right? Which is always a mistake. But I also like that synthetics are the one thing, like the alien doesn't really register it as like they don't, it's almost like it's not human, so they don't care. So they're the one thing that probably get even close to an alien, even though they'll eventually, see it as a threat. But I love that they're kind of bringing in a female synthetic, which is cool. And that you said, it's not just like the synthetic, you don't know the background, it's like whatever. It's like a child who, like you said, who probably is terminal being put into it. So they have all this background human story behind them, but they're inside the synthetic. So I love that idea, just a little more human interest. It looked like it brought the gore too. You got to see some people shredded. That was good.
Yeah. No, it's a familiar, comfortable place. And if it's done well, and I think Noah Hawley kind of brings good stuff to it, surprises and thrills. I mean, this is how can you not watch it in front of your big screen TV? How can you not? I mean, honestly.
It's cool because think about it, like I love when a franchise, a long-lasting franchise, like remember Ridley Scott first came out with this movie. It was so groundbreaking. There's a new monster. I'm sure he didn't even intend it to be a series of movies. It was like, I'm going to do a cool monster movie. It's going to be like a horror movie, but it's going to be in space, So he creates this cool monster, and it has continued to crank out movie after movie after movie, and now a series. So it's like, it's one, and anyone who sees it knows exactly what it is. It's like, it's become part of the zeitgeist, like Bruce the Shark. It's like, it is so American.
Yeah. I mean, I saw it 6 times when it came out in 1979. And I remember the first time I saw it, the first time where you actually see the larger alien, like the shot of the head, and you're like, what the hell is that?
It was so abstract.
And it was so weird and shocking. Like you don't get shocked too much in movies anymore. But that member is going, my God, I've seen something so wild and weird, and it still brings it. We know what the aliens look like, we know what they can do, we know all of that, but if we have new interesting characters that we care about, then it's like, okay, I'll go along for the ride happily.
You want to see how they handle it. Like I loved Romulus, that new one, like we were talking about that. Like that was I didn't love the ending.
The last 15 minutes could have been cut off.
People loved it though. I've argued with people about it, like people that because it goes directly into the movie, so it's like the other movies. But I didn't know.
It felt like it was.
I loved everything leading up to that. It did. It felt like a little extra we didn't need. It felt very wrapped up, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. But I love the director. I love
Fede Alvarez. He knows how to direct.
Fede Alvarez is amazing. Great, solid horror movie type beginning, which I loved. And the idea of the scrappy young people who weren't scientists or especially skilled were the ones trying to fight these things. Great. Yeah. So now we have this where it looks like a little combination of like the scientist, the greedy corporate guy, the girl who is in a synthetic and we don't know her skill set. She's like basically a child. Then we have it's going to be a very interesting dynamic, which is great because Noah is so great at bringing like these disparate characters together, and they're all very distinct. That's the one thing he does really well. Great casting and great character development.
And the last thing is like, this takes place before the first film. It'll be interesting, like how the company, because, in the first film, the company wanted to bring the alien home. And that's what they told Ash for a weapon. So here's probably that original, the company, I guess Timothy Olyphant might be the head of the company. That's my guess. Or a scientist or something. Yeah. We get to know that backstory, how it leads into the first film, which I love. I love that kind of stuff. How do you piece it together? It makes sense. So
that scene in the first movie where the big moment where it just says crew expendable. That was like where you went, what? Like became a whole Oh my God, that was so great. Oh, that
Yeah.
movie. So look forward to this. Thank you so much for nagging us to do it because we should have done it a long time ago.
We should have. We apologize. Some things slipped through the cracks, but thank you. Therefore, you're there to say, "Hey, get on the stick and do it." So
that's right. We did it just for you.
Alien Earth coming August 12th to Hulu and FX. We'll be there, and maybe we'll talk about it too.
Okay, I think we will. Okay.